Good evening, students. I am going to read and explain the remaining part of our lesson, that is the wisdom in carrot. The court looked at him curiously. The courtier sitting in the palace, in the court, king's court, looked at Hodza. What he is going to say now and do now? Hodza continued. Hodza started speaking. He said, "You see, true wisdom is like a carrot." He said, "True wisdom is like a carrot. Carrot is a fruit. We love it. We love to eat it. It's sweet. But wisdom too is like a carrot. And here the wisdom is within us. In human, you cannot buy wisdom from the shop. It is within us. We have to show that. In how we are going to show our wisdom? By getting knowledge. How will you get knowledge? Through experience, by reading books, by practicing daily reading and writing. If you sleep and play, you will not become an intelligent person. You will not become a wise person. To be successful, you require wisdom. Only then you become a successful person. A foolish person cannot be a successful man. He too has wisdom, but he is not using it in a proper manner. As a student, if you want to pass an exams, you have to work hard. You have to show your intelligence. You have to show how smart you are. And how will you show? By reading, by writing, by practicing daily. Only then you will get good knowledge about studies and you will write well. You will pass an exam with flying colors. That's how you will become successful. And here Hodza explains to the king, if you put the carrot in the ground and does not look after it well, it will get rotten, it will finish off there. It will get destroyed, it will get ruined. For the carrot to produce well, it has to be looked after. An experienced farmer is required there. Yes, and the farmers know when to grow, how to grow, which crop to grow when, which month it will produce better. So they know it well because they have experience and they come to know. When the harvesting will take place, when the crop is ripe to be harvested. So he gives the example of a human person, how we have to show our wisdom. He compares the carrot. It is like a carrot, he says. If you don't look at the carrot, it will get spoiled. It is farmer who looks after it and knows when it will be ready to harvest. Harvesting here, I will read out what I have explained to you children. If they are left in the ground for a long time, the carrots will be destroyed. Destroyed, in other words, it will get spoiled, ruined. It will get ruined. For example, I will give you the meaning of that destroyed word. The village was destroyed by an earthquake. Is a ruined thing, spoiled. The carrot will get spoiled if the farmer does not look after it well. It takes an experienced farmer to look at the green leaves on top and decide when the crop is ready for harvesting. The farmer knows very well when it will get ready and he can cut the crops. He can gather the crops, whatever crop he yields, grows. But what does this have to do with wisdom? Asked one confused courtier. What one courtier asked him, what you got to do with what you got to do with wisdom? He said. He was confused, he did not know. But what does this have to do with wisdom? Asked one confused courtier as Hodsa paused for breath. But this one courtier here, he was unable to understand clearly what Hodsa meant to say. But what does this have to do with wisdom? He was confused. He was unable to understand one of the courtier, and Hodsa stopped for taking breath. Paused means stopped for a while. Stopped after speaking for a long time. My dear friend, in the same way, only an intelligent person can recognize true wisdom, which is often invisible. He said in a nice way. He said, my friend, in the same way, only an intelligent person can recognize true wisdom, which is often invisible. He said, only a good person, learned person can recognize wisdom. Intelligent person, smart person can recognize, wherein you cannot see it. It is invisible. Invisible means which you cannot see. It is within ourselves. Just like the carrot, if you don't seek wisdom at the right time, it will go waste. If you don't, just like a carrot is in the ground, and if you don't see it at the right time to remove it from the ground, it will get spoiled. In the same manner, if you don't see how wise and intelligent you are and waste your time in idleness, roaming here and there, sleeping and playing, you will waste the wisdom you have within you. You will become useless person. Waste it will be, rubbish it will become. And finally, just like a donkey would run after carrots, and finally you will run like a donkey after carrots. I have found that there are many fools who think wisdom can be found easily. He said, I have found that there are many people in this world who think wisdom can be found easily. No, you cannot find wisdom easily. You have to have knowledge, you have to have experience, and when you will get knowledge, children? Only when you study well. When you have experience, practically every day you have to practice, go on practicing. As a student, you have to practice reading, writing daily. Only then you will know. It is difficult, but you will come up with flying colors. If you use your wisdom well, you will become a successful person. If you don't, you will become a fool, useless person. They don't know the truth, he said. In reality, they don't know the truth. The courtier was silent when Hodsa finished speaking. The court was silent. All stopped talking. It was quiet when Hodsa stopped at last. What will the king do to Hodsa now? Some courtiers remarked. They said something to each other. What will the king do now to Hodsa? Let us see, they said. The king rose from his throne and came towards Hodsa. The king got up from his throne. Throne here means a kind of chair that a king or queen sits on a special occasion. Here he got up from that chair, from his throne, and he went near Hodsa. I'm very sorry for not trusting you. And what did he say? It was surprising to hear. He said, I'm sorry for not keeping my trust in you. Trust means a belief that you are an honest and good man. Trust. You have helped us realize the wisdom cannot be found, he said. He praised Hodsa and said, you have made us realize that wisdom cannot be found here and there. You cannot buy it from shop. It is within us. King was very happy the way he explained to courtiers and the king. It has to be earned through constant learning. It has to be earned. It has to earn means to get something. Usually money by working. Earned. The meaning is to get something, usually money by working. It has to be earned, he said. Through constant learning, continually learning, practicing continually. Constantly means continuously one has to learn, and of course you have to sleep, you have to play, but for a while. Learning is very important. Please help us continue to learn in our daily lives. He said, please help us continue to learn good things. Saying this, he hugged Hodsa. He praised Hodsa, and secondly, he said, help us to learn good things daily, and saying that he hugged him. You have been hugged because you have done something. He was good thing he did, and hugged Hodsa. That evening, Hodsa went home, poor fellow. In the meanwhile, forgot something. What did he forget? He forgot the carrot. But that day, he was very happy. Happy because he was being rewarded. He was given something for his good work. He did something good that day. He explained what is wisdom means in such a way that everyone understood. The king liked it, the way he spoke, and he was being rewarded. But poor fellow, meantime, forgot to take carrot home, because we all know that his memory was weak memory. He never remembered. This is the story all about. Hope you understood it, children, and thanks for listening to me.